Hi, I'm John Stewart Hill, founder of the Good Contractors List, and I'm here today with Josh Christensen of Five Star Painting out of Wiley, Texas.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
welcome
Thanks for having me.
to our little studio here, and you've been a part of our list for quite a while now,
Yeah,
right?
several years actually now.
Yeah, I remember when y'all kind of came on at when we first started for a little while, and it
Yeah,
took us a little while to get going, before we were going. And your dad is, I mean, he's a super great business guy. I mean, and he was like, if I'm not going to get this much return on investment, then I'm not, then I think that we need to wait out. But y'all came back and said, I think I want to be a part of this. A little bit later, which really said a whole lot because we have all grown, and man, y'all are one of the fastest growing franchises around, right? I mean, your particular franchise for Five Star, right?
yeah. So we have been in the business now for about 11 years, but we have been the largest five-star painting for about 7 of those 11 years, if not maybe a little bit longer.
Well,
So enjoy the growth for sure.
well, y'all have got some great processes, and I think that's really what's kind of set you apart, isn't it? I mean, you. So Josh here is an actual trainer for the franchise. This is a franchise. There are a few of them around the Dallas Fort Worth area, but you actually have trained a lot of the franchises that started, right?
I did. I did that for a year in the corporate office, and then now I focus just on our location here. But yeah, I for a while trained probably 40 to 50 new owners across the country.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, that says a whole lot for why you are as good of a franchise as you are because you knew how to do it. You're the guy who actually teaches other people how to do it. So I can tell you that as long as these guys have been on our list, we have never, not once, had an issue with their work. We never have a complaint about their attitudes or anything like that, and we just really just appreciate all that you do for us.
We definitely appreciate it as well. Business is complicated but simple at the same time. I mean, we live by the philosophy that you do right by everyone, and everyone at the end of the day goes home happy and taken care of.
Yep. Well, you're not going to find any bad reviews on them. I mean, they really just have stellar reviews. Their customers love them. I've been out to your house and met with you guys and sat around and talked with Mike for a long time now. This is a family-owned business. Tell me about how y'all got started in it.
So my parents started this about 11 years ago now. At the time, it was my dad and a painter, and then he quickly realized business was good, and so he brought in my older sister, and it started out with my older sister and my youngest niece on her hip when they were first doing it, and then they brought me in when she had the second one, and since then we've grown to have my wife involved, my father-in-law involved, my sister's still there, my parents are still there, my father-in-law is actually now there, and we've expanded it and grown to the point where we ran out of family members. So now we hire outside, but they all
Now you
become our
have to
pseudo
hire
family.
somebody outside that. That's
Yes.
funny. You ran out of family members, and you said, "What did you say about the drama?"
Oh, we just have to. I had to not have enough in my own side, so I brought in my wife's side too, just because. Why not?
Why not? Why not? Yeah, exactly. Let's hope nobody gets mad at each other because you have to work with each other and then go home with each other.
And go home and have that family dinner on Sunday night, and
Right.
all smiles.
Well, and we've been sitting here talking for a little bit, and they really they have a heart to give. You guys have. You were telling me about. Tell me about your neighbor. I thought that was just the sweetest thing.
So we had a neighbor. We office like a lot of us out of our house anymore, and we've lived in the same spot. My parents have for about 30 years almost, and they've had the same neighbor that entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And he was getting older. He actually was a World War II veteran, and was getting to the point a year or two ago that he couldn't maintain his property very much. So, my dad went over to his house and decided, we can do something to help him out. So we took our crew over there and we did, some texture work, some sheetrock repair on some cracks that had really gotten out of hand, and just gave him a fresh paint job so he could have a little bit better quality of life for
Yeah.
his last couple years he had.
He was stuck in the house, and you knew he had to look at those four walls. And as they're crumbling around him, it's just like, let's just give it a facelift so he can have a little bit of joy in the place that he's at. That's the kind of heart that we look for companies that are on the Good Contractors List. And I can tell you, if you need any kind of painting, talk about the kinds of jobs that you like to do.
So we mainly focus on residential interior and exterior paint jobs. We like to take a space and make it yours. Mm-hmm. Those are our favorite paint jobs. So right now, cabinets, transformations from plain stain all the way up to, your high-end paint finishes that are going to look really good and fresh and bright. Mm-hmm. All the way down to just maintaining your exterior to make sure your home is protected. Right. Those are our bread and butter. We don't focus on new builds or, any type of heavy commercial. Our line of business, and we very much try to stay in this because we know we're good at it, is making sure people's properties are what they want it to be.
Yeah. Well, I never even thought about that. It's just like most of the time when you think about painting, you think they paint walls. Well, you actually refurbish cabinets through painting.
Yep. So one of our biggest trends right now is taking cabinets and making them bright and painted and doing that finish. Also painted paneling in rooms and removing wallpaper and popcorn ceilings and really updating those homes to bring them up to what you would say is the current standard.
Do you do drywall and all that stuff too if you need to?
Yeah, we do. We do drywall installation and repair, texture repair. Changing texture on walls is something we've gotten into as well, or have done actually for several years. Mm-hmm. And then, your carpentry as well. So replacing baseboards and trim and exterior work, just rotted out boards and everything for homeowners.
Oh, good. Well, if you need painting of any sort, I can tell you that these guys are the honest guys that will do you right. They have the heart. They have the heart that you need. It's the kind of people you want to do business with, and you can find them at 5starpainting.com.
Yes.
Right. 5starpainting.com, and you've been on our list for quite a while now. Yeah. And so then go to the Good Contractors List. Look for 5-Star Painting out of Wiley, and you will definitely not be unhappy about hiring these guys. Thank you so much for being part of our team, and we really enjoy it, and we thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
If the job's not right, we'll get it